Hey everybody, this is Ryan doing a quick overview and a review of this, I would say, commercial grade dehumidifier. This company reached out to me and said, Ryan, tell us what you think, but no way whatsoever with this being provided to me at Fitness Review. I'm just here to keep it real. This is what I would call a commercial grade dehumidifier for residential or business use. This is what could be considered an investment grade dehumidifier because it can cover up to 7,500 square feet, home, business, wherever. This thing is legit. This is a wired remote, roughly 33 feet extension. The actual device can be placed in the attic or in a crawl space like in this example, and this wired remote can be placed somewhere, let's just say, that's more convenient. Everything that can be done on the unit can be done here as well. So you don't need to use this wired remote. The exact same display is on the actual unit. You have a running mode, you have a dehumidifier mode, up to 72 liters of water. About 148 or so pints of water can be sucked out of the air from a dehumidifying standpoint with this thing on a regular basis. I don't normally say this on a review, but this thing is quite impressive. This thing does not have an internal reservoir that you would have to take off and then go dump. This thing has two options from a drainage standpoint. One is a gravity, be mounted somewhere, and as long as the drain tube that's mounted on the side can be funneled somewhere where gravity alone can let the water flow, you have that option. But then the best part, and I've never seen this before, it has over 20 feet, I might be closer to 20, 25 feet worth of drain tube, and there is a built-in pump. So in this situation, you could turn the pump on and this thing will push the water up as high as 16 feet. And the tube that comes with this is about, it's over 20 feet long. I haven't gotten the full dimensions, but it's over 20, maybe between 20 and 25 feet long. In this example, it's going about 6 feet up, but it's 16 feet up in the air. So you're really not limited too much on where this thing can be mounted because, like I mentioned, it can be gravity drained or pump drained depending on what your application is. And it's just a quick button right there that says pump. You turn the pump on and then it's going to do its thing. Very, very cool. There's also some settings that have to do with like timers. You can set the timer, let it run, it's automatically going to turn off. This thing can be put somewhere, and if it freezes, if for example the temperature in the area gets below freezing, this has an automatic defrost. So if it's running and it senses that this thing is freezing up, it will automatically shut off. It has a defrost mode, which I've never even seen before. So a close-up shows this is the exhaust. So this is where the dry air is being pumped out. Then you have your optional gravity drain plug, and then you have a spare plug if you need it. And then it comes with this tube, which is roughly 6 feet or so, and that could be, it just clamps down here. It also comes with a C-clamp that wraps around and locks it in, and then it drains if it can be gravity drained. But then you have this really cool feature. It comes with this tube, plugs in here, the pump turns on, and it can go all the way up and out or wherever you have it mounted. Very cool. It does have to be able to move this, because it definitely has some weight to it. You have two very sturdy handles, so you can get a good grip on this thing. It does have 4 feet that kind of keep it slightly off the floor. So on the display, which matches the remote, you have your temperature, you have your current humidity level, and then it tells you what's going on in the system. So right now the fan is running. This icon lets you know the dehumidifier function is in place. This would be the option to turn on the pump. When this is not on, the gravity-fed water drain is activated. So now we have the pump on. This will automatically shut off when the humidity level gets down to the user's target percentage. So right now it's showing 67%. And the target level is 60. And from an example standpoint, adjusting the target humidity level above the current humidity in the environment, the humidity icon turns off and lets the user know it's no longer trying to dehumidify the air. Very, very cool. So basically it's a set it and forget it, and having the customization feature, be able to do it within 1% increments all the way from 10% to 90%. Very, very cool. And that's so the dehumidifier turns off first, then the fan, when it recognizes that the target humidity is actually higher than the current humidity. There's a power cord and it's roughly 6 feet long and plugs into a traditional outlet. Another convenient feature is that on the backside, there is a built-in filter that is removable and cleanable. So this can be cleaned with a vacuum or with mild soap and water. So there's no need to replace an actual filter. It's all right here, very nice and convenient. Dimensions are roughly 16 by 16 by about 21 inches full length. So hopefully I answered any and all questions you might have about this waykar. Very, very cool dehumidifier that covers up to 7,500 square feet. I was kind of surprised with that. And one of the coolest features is being able to pump the water vertically upwards as high as 16 feet. So you're really not limited on where this can be installed. Hope this finds you well. I will talk to you soon.